watched a clip that was like, "What is this show?" And
Wait,
like, as soon as I saw the two characters, I'm like, "This is definitely Cobra Kai," but I don't know what the fuck is happening anymore.
Wait, because I'm a couple episodes. Like I only have like 3 more episodes to watch. But do you know like
I don't want to spoil too much. Kreese is on a boat.
He's on.
Was he in Vietnam? Is it young Kreese though, or is it like?
No, it's old Kreese.
Okay, so that's probably I haven't seen it yet then.
Okay,
but like, dude, you have no idea. Like,
I'm guessing it has to be how the show ends. There's like
there's a karate tournament, and like I won't spoil anything. The most ridiculous shit I've ever seen. It's like a 20-minute fight breaks out during this karate tournament, and how they end the episode, I was like laughing, but at the same time, I'm like, I can't even believe this show anymore.
I want to find the clip of the scene that I'm talking about, just so that like I can have somebody else see it. I'm gonna send it to Mike if I can find it, just so that I'm not alone in like.
I'm excited.
You're not caught up, right, Mike?
I haven't watched it at all.
Okay, for some reason I thought you watched some of it.
I did.
Oh, you did. Okay.
Yeah. I liked it up until whatever season started with them like chasing the stepson to whatever country I think
Mexico
country. Yeah, the beginning, like the first 2 episodes of that season, I was like, you know,
he went to go see his father.
Maybe, he went to go see his father. Maybe I don't want to watch the show anymore because it was so good. It had a great arc. It was so good, and then I was like,
hear me out.
Maybe not.
Hear me out. Like, I like the show a lot, and I know it's not like a great show. Like, it's not gonna be like this is the greatest show ever was.
I think it knows what it is.
Yes, but think about like the second season when you still liked it. That fight in the school that's like 20 minutes long, and they're just all brawling throughout the high school. And,
yeah, but that's what I saw.
Yeah, you saw that, right?
Yeah.
No, I'm saying it's like the most ridiculous shit ever in that show. It's like they couldn't stop these kids from fighting for like a whole like 30 minutes, and then one kid falls off the fucking staircase, and it's just so fucking. It just gets more and more ridiculous, and I love it for that.
Yeah.
It's just so. I don't know why. Like there's so many shows I need to watch, and me and Amanda are like, we need to finish Cobra Kai. It's like I don't. You know what it is? We love Johnny. Like. I will watch that show and finish it just because I fucking love Johnny. Johnny's like the best character. I don't even give a fuck about anyone else in that show except for Johnny. And I like
get to like a minute in, Mike.
All right.
Don't say anything, Mike, though, because I haven't seen it yet.
Is the show still ongoing, or is this the last season?
It was this last season. The last 4 or 5 episodes just came out to finish it off. And then
I can already see where this is headed.
Yeah.
The new Karate Kid movie takes place 3 years after Cobra Kai.
Oh, it's tied to this?
I didn't think they were going to, but yeah, no, Jackie Chan's in it and everything.
It's tied to this and the Jaden Smith movie, right?
Yeah. Because Will Smith owns the rights to fucking the Karate Kid. He bought his whole production company.
Interesting. Well, while Mike's watching that, welcome everyone to the Pass the Control podcast, the show where a couple of best friends talk about the latest video games and nerd culture. Sometimes we have guests, sometimes we talk about Cobra Kai too much. Either way, we have a new episode for you each and every week. As always, I'm your host, Brenden Groom, and joining me on this lovely Friday evening is a very distraught-looking Martini Mike, the anime senpai himself, Mr. Michael Lazier. Mike, how are you doing right now?
Don't say anything.
Perhaps I should have given this show a shot. Maybe I should have watched it.
You should actually watch it. You should watch it.
And then the logo just pops up.
You should definitely watch it because like just for the first season alone, it's super fun. Like it's really fun. That was a YouTube one too, where it's on YouTube Red, whatever the hell it was called.
Yeah, I know. I had YouTube Red.
Mike's a big YouTube supporter. Mike's dropping his money on YouTube Plus all the time, whatever it's called. What was I calling it for a few weeks? What was the YouTube Premium or something?
YouTube Premium is real. It was Primetime. It's like YouTube Primetime.
Primetime subscription, right?
Yeah, Primetime subscription. Also joining us tonight is, of course, the Cyberpunk daddy himself, Todd Gary. Todd, are you doing?
You broke the Cyberpunk's the streak we had.
Don't worry, we'll talk about it again, I'm sure. And rounding us out, of course, is the Disney daddy himself, Mr. Dominic 40 Dom. How are you doing?
Well.
I'd love to hear it. We had a great show for you tonight. Before we hop into things, a couple of quick housekeeping things. This episode of the Pass Control Podcast is sponsored by our good friends at Goodnight Fatty. If you're in the Salem, Massachusetts area or the North Shore on a Friday, Saturday, Sunday evening, you want yourself something hot, something sweet, something tasty, something fresh out of the oven, you can head on down to 1 Washington Square and get yourself a delicious fatty. And if you're unaware of what a fatty is, you can check them out on social media and educate yourself on these tasty, tasty treats. What else we got? We got the PDC Movie Club for February is my pick. It's The Boy and the Heron. It is streaming on Max if you don't own it or have it in some other way. We'll talk about it next week.
Has anyone watched it yet?
I'm watching it this weekend.
Mike,
I've seen it before.
Is it kid friendly?
It should be.
Yeah.
I mean, I think it deals with some heavy. I think it deals with some heavy topics. I think
I took them to see Brave New World and they loved it. So I mean,
it's not like I don't think it's. I mean, I haven't watched it yet. I don't think it's graphic in any way, but it does deal with death. I think, right, is like a main theme of the movie, Mike.
I mean, yes.
All right, you don't have to elaborate, but
yeah.
So does Wild Robot.
Right. Oh yeah, that's true. Yeah, that's true. Yeah, I mean, I guess dealing with death is not like an uncommon thing in children's movies. I think it'll be fun. It's probably rated PG-13 or PG. I can't imagine it's rated.
Probably PG.
I'm trying to remember if there was anything particular. Like there are certain characters that I think were violent in a way, and I can't remember if it was anything overtly violent.
PG-13.
Just like the threat.
It was PG-13.
Yeah. I feel like Ghibli movies though don't usually have blood. Maybe like Mononoke. I don't even know if
Dave Bautista's in the voice in this too.
Dave Bautista is in the movie. There's a lot of
Well, there's way more. I knew there was a lot of people in it, but there's a lot of people in it.
I feel like they usually get some bigger names for their English voice casting for a lot of Ghibli films to try to.
I feel like they always use Christian Bale.
People excited.
Christian Bale's always down to climb. He loves his anime.
So we'll chat about that next week at the end of the month. So. Make sure if you haven't watched that yet, you want to watch that and hear us chat about it, you can do that leading into next week. I think that'll do it for housekeeping, because everything else we've been doing lately has been just podcast-centric. So if you're not up to date on the podcast, you can just listen to the rest of the podcast that you missed. But we got a great show for you tonight. We're going to chat about a few different things. But before we do that, let's just hop into what we've been playing. I don't know if anyone besides Todd has been playing anything this week. Mike, anything? Have you been watching anything? What's been taking up Mikey's schedule? What do we got going on over in Mike Land?
So I'm still watching Dr. Stone. I'm still watching Sakamoto Days. I am. Let's see. Do I still have this open? I am. I think I'm 7 episodes deep on Spider-Man, Friendly Neighborhood Spider-Man. So I'm almost done with that.
Is that whole thing out to watch?
I think this. Yeah, I think the last episode came out like maybe last week or this week.
What did you think? What do you think about that so far?
It's cool. It's definitely yet another take on Spider-Man, or like
the new character slash. I keep seeing pictures of a new character to be introduced to the show. That's like an existing character in Spider-Man lore.
Yeah.
Is she there?
So I'm not sure.
Or is that like moving forward?
I'm not sure which character you're talking about just yet.
I think it's moving forward.
Okay.
Yeah, because there's at least one character that I do not know if they're like a reimagining of a previous character or like just someone I don't know.
The one in question, you would know what I'm talking about.
Okay, then I haven't seen them yet.
Okay.
Is everyone else watching that show? Am I the only one not watching it?
I have not watched it.
We have to. Me and the kids got to finish it this weekend. We're like we were at like episode 5, I think.
Episode 5. Okay. So I've overtaken you.
Yeah, I haven't had a chance. Been busy.
Yeah, I watched that. Oh, I also not a television show, but Long Legs is on Hulu, so I watched Long Legs.
What did you think?
Yeah, I mean it was good.
Would I enjoy watching that film?
I don't.
I feel like he wouldn't hate it.
I feel like you could. I feel like if someone made you do it for the show, you could get through it and like not hate it. But I don't see you like going every way to watch it.
Okay.
You should watch it though.
I will say, I hate to cut into you talking right now, but we watched The Traitors, which is a fucking banger, and it continues to be really fucking good. But that is on Peacock, and when I had Peacock up, waiting for Jen to come downstairs so we could watch it, it played the trailer for Nosferatu, because I think that's on Peacock right now.
Oh, is it on Peacock now? I'll probably watch that.
Watch that today.
And I heard it was playing, but I was like, whatever, just like scrolling my phone. And then I was like, fuck, maybe I want to watch this movie. And then like the trailer was like had a jump scare in it, and I was like, what the fuck? Maybe I don't want to watch this movie.
It's more atmosphere scare. Like it's more like
it's the same director
the ending was
that did The Witch.
Robert
right?
Eggers.
Yeah.
The ending got spoiled for me, even though like I don't think it's gonna for me. But like, yeah, I've been dying to see it.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's on Peacock now. So
it is.
Yeah, I'll probably watch that then. I just remembered. So I've been watching Mythic Quest as well.
I need to catch up with that.
I believe a recent episode, not the most recent episode, but the episode before that, was a play on the show Traitors.
What is Traitors?
Interesting. Okay,
I think they call it out. They're like, so isn't this like Traitors? Like, no, this is something completely different. It's entirely its own idea. So it was a really good episode.
I'll give Todd.
Wait, can I guess the synopsis?
Yeah.
Traitors.
I'm pretty sure I've explained the show on the podcast before. Maybe Todd wasn't here that week.
I feel like it's going to be about like a group of people that try to kill each other for money.
Is it reality TV?
It is reality TV.
But the murders are real.
Is it The Mole?
I don't know. I don't know the premise of The Mole. I mean, it might be similar.
Oh my god, you gotta watch The Mole.
I don't know if Dom's being facetious or not when he's.
Have you watched Mr. Beast yet? Have you guys watched Mr. Beast?
I feel like you would like
Mr. Beast.
I feel like you would like The Mole if you could find a place to watch The Mole.
Wait, did you say you are watching Mr. Beast?
Todd, I fucking hate Mr. Beast. Why would I ever watch Mr. Beast anything?
Well, great. Now
I watched it all because Liam loves it.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, if you can find it, maybe it is something I would watch. Listen, I still watch Big Brother. I still get excited when there's a new season of Big Brother. Big Brother has like, I'm hoping that it will learn from what is making the Traitors so successful right now and like pivot the show in certain ways to like get its fan base and new fans invested. But the Traitors is essentially Among Us, Todd. To like make it, to like boil it down to like its simplest thing. It's like
that's what Mr. Beast was. It was basically like one giant game of Among Us,
Todd,
but with
stop talking about Mr. Beast. I don't give a fuck about Mr. Beast. Did you watch this Mr. Beast show?
I watched the whole thing.
Why?
Because Liam was obsessed with it. He watched every week it came on.
It was like whatever it's called.
No, I mean honestly, like I don't like reality TV. I haven't. Mr. Beast was like the first time I ever watched a reality TV show, and like since like The Real World, maybe Road Rules. I feel like I never watched that shit, so I was like, it kind of like brought me back a little bit, but it wasn't anything special.
Yeah, I mean, I don't expect it to be. It's fucking Mr. Beast. Fuck Mr. Beast. Anyways, the Traitors essentially is kind of like Among Us, where it's like there are people trying to complete tasks to get money, but there are, any number, two to three traitors amongst them pretending to be what the show calls faithfuls. The faithfuls are trying to suss out who the traitors are and eliminate them. Every day that passes, the traitors are allowed to murder somebody and take them out of the house. So like, close. It's like, it's a race to the end. To the traitors are trying to survive to the end. If the traitors make it to the final episode, it doesn't matter how many faithful people are left. If the traitors make it to the end, they win all the money only. If there are no traitors left, whoever's left for faithfuls splits the money at the end. The problem is that you don't ever actually, like, not the problem, but like part of the tension of the show is you never know, you can never truly know if someone is a traitor unless you accuse them and they get voted out. Because that's the only way you'll actually know if they are indeed a traitor. So like, even if you feel like you fucking trust somebody at the end of the game, it's like, but do I trust you enough to like gamble all this money away right now if you're actually have just been lying to me this whole fucking time? So it's really...
The Mole is like very similar, where the
Yeah.
group is like trying to earn, like they're trying to add money to a pot.
Yes, that's exactly
And-
what this is. Yeah.
And the Mole is like determined by the production team at the beginning of the show, and the Mole is like trying to sabotage the whole thing. Like every week he like tries to fuck up them earning money. And
Okay.
like at the end of each episode, whoever knows the least about like whoever, like you have to like go into like I feel like you had to like do like an office interview kind of thing, like where like you had to talk to the camera and like say like this is what I know about the Mole so far. Whoever knew the least about the Mole got kicked off every week.
Interesting.
So like as the weeks were going, like you were getting stronger and stronger like theories on like who the Mole was.
Okay. So the way that this all right, so part of the reason that I think gives this show the sauce is that host is Alan Cummings, fantastic host. Like absolutely fucking fantastic host.
If I remember correctly, Anderson Cooper was the host of the US Mole.
Oh, interesting. So Alan Cummings
and Ahmad Rashad.
Great host. It's in Scotland. They're in a castle. And like all of the cast members, except for the first season, I think the first season was a little bit different. But the last two or three seasons have been, it's basically hand selected cast of other reality shows. So it's like you'll have people from The Challenge, you'll have people from Big Brother, you'll have people from Survivor, you'll have people from The Amazing Race, you'll have people from Bravo shows. So you get like competitive people from like competitive reality shows. You'll get like, I don't know, people from regular Bravo reality shows like Housewives and like Vanderpump Rules and shit like that. So you have a very interesting mix of people, and some of them know who each other are, some of them don't know who they are, and like it's interesting to see all of those dynamics kind of working together. And every week their goal is to complete the task, because if they complete the task, the pot gets bigger. And that helps the traders too, because like obviously if they get to the end, they get that money. So they're invested in making sure the pot grows too. The flow of the show is like they have breakfast in the morning, then they're around the castle talking, whatever. Then Alan will introduce some sort of challenge to increase the pot. They have to go do that stuff. In each challenge, on top of winning money, there will also be an opportunity to get a shield, sometimes 2 shields. But usually that means like you are actively and very publicly choosing to like not help get the money. So like that also makes people feel a certain way of like that person is prioritizing not getting murdered tonight, you know, whatever. So like there's that element as well. Once the competition part is done, then they are in the castle again, talking, having drinks, and then it goes to the round table discussion. And during the round table discussion, it's like everyone's sitting there and they are trying to, with whatever little evidence and information they can gather, they're accusing each other of like, I think you're a traitor and this is why I think you're a traitor. And then it's like a big argument discussion. And then whenever Alan decides to say, all right, no more talking, now you have to vote, they all vote. They like have a little chalkboard in front of them. They have to write someone's name, and he like picks people randomly one by one to reveal their vote and why they voted for them. Whoever gets the most votes gets eliminated. They have to stand up and say like whatever they want to say, and then reveal if they're a faithful or a traitor. And you know, obviously the goal is to get the traitors out so that they can eliminate all of them. But especially this season, they are fucking real bad at figuring out who the traitors are. And after the round table, then the traitors get to go up into the tower and they get to choose who they're going to kill that night. And they're trying to dwindle.
Do they show the murder on TV?
Yeah, it's crazy. It's like so graphic.
Graphic?
Yeah. That's why it's on Peacock probably, so they can show that stuff.
Do they push them into space?
Yeah, they push them into space. And then like a little glimmer, like a little sparkle when they get far enough away. But it's good. It's very entertaining. They've done a great job of casting, like picking who they pick from all of these other shows. Like I think it like is really compelling people that they put onto the show. I'm enjoying it. It's great. I look forward to it every week. It's a good time. But yeah, I completely derailed whatever the fuck Mike was talking about. I don't even know why the traitors got brought up, but here we are.
I think he was talking about Survivor.
Yeah.
Survivor?
No. I was talking about Mythic Quest.
Oh, that's right. But it had to have come up for some other reason. But whatever.
No, I think you had. I didn't bring up Mythic Quest. You brought up Traitors for some reason. I
and then
forget
you
why.
brought up
And then
Mythic
I
Quest.
brought it back to Mythic Quest because I was like, oh yeah, Mythic Quest had a Traitors episode. Yeah. So that's what I've been watching. Whatever.
Cool. Did you see Captain America now? Are you gonna see it or not a priority?
I will at some point.
Yeah. Oh, we'll just wait till you see it. Then we'll just chat about it. Then we don't need to chat about it now. It's not like it's like a pressing thing. The MCU isn't as doesn't have the same velocity anymore of releases. So I'm not.
We can talk about the post-credit scene. I've seen it.
Yeah, but I don't want to.
Oh, I was gonna send you a link about. I was gonna send you specifically, Dom, a link about it. I don't know if I'm gonna find it.
About the post-credit scene?
About the post-credit scene.
Shoot me that shit too.
I mean, I guess I could just enter the group then at that point.
What about you, Dom? What have you been playing or watching or anything?
I still haven't watched this week's episode of Severance. Today's.
Oh, okay. You gotta fucking do that.
Did I watch anything else this week? I don't think so. I played all the way through Case of the Golden Idol.
Oh, what'd you think of that?
It was fun. It was like, I don't know. It was a good, quick, like, game to like challenge my brain for a couple hours.
Yeah.
It literally only took me like 4 hours.
Yeah, it's fantastic. I love that game.
Case of the Golden Idol. I just downloaded Rise.
Nice. Okay. Did you finish the epilogue? I didn't do the epilogue because
I did not.
It was like the last part of that game gave me so much trouble. Then when the epilogue popped up, I was like, I can't have the brain power for this right now. I did not do the DLC. The epilogue.
All right, I did the epilogue. Okay. I didn't do the DLC.
When I
you should play Pentiment.
Oh, Pentiment's fantastic.
I started Pentiment, and yeah, I need to get back to it. I just needed something to like. I hadn't been able to like touch anything in a long time.
Yeah.
I started a new playthrough of Hollow Knight so that I could like actually play through Hollow Knight.
Shit,
and then Avowed came out, so I played like, I don't know, a half hour of Avowed.
Oh shit, we're gonna be an Avowed podcast next week? No, I guess not next week because it's movie week, but sounds like we got
and Monster Hunter comes out on Friday, so if I don't beat Avowed by Friday, then Avowed's just fucking done.
The before Todd hops into his Cyberpunk follies and then Avowed, because you've been playing Avowed, quickly I wanted to bring up SNL 50. Did you watch it, Mike? Or did watch clips? Or did you watch it all?
What?
Did watch all that.
Yeah.
The SNL 50. I think I only watched a couple of sketches.
What? Are Rhea and Dom the only ones that watched the whole thing?
I guess so. Unless Todd.
Well, that's
some.
Yeah. What of the stuff that the two of you watched? What did you think of it?
I mean, yeah, it was funny. It was nice seeing a lot of these cast members, a lot of these mixed cast members in terms of which eras, which eras they came from.
Yeah.
Interact. And I also saw. I think Lil Wayne was the only musical performance I watched. I still have to watch Weekend Update. I don't think I watched all Weekend Update yet.
Weekend Update was good.
It was fun. I love Fred Armisen, so the Friends of Lauren thing was
yeah. So I need to see that. I was also always
Bill
a big
Murray
fan
part was good.
Bill Murray thing had some good things.
Honestly, I thought I thought Weekend Update was great because Drunk Uncle I thought was also really good.
Yeah, I used to like Drunk Uncle, and I used to really like Cecily Strong's Girl. Yeah,
honestly,
and I haven't watched any
at the bar.
Girl, you shouldn't have talked about at a party. I forget the full name. But
we don't need to go down.
See any of that.
We don't need to go down like top 10 list right now, but like I could see an argument for Cecily being top 10 for me. I think. I
can't tell you anything she's ever done that I don't.
She was just consistently funny on the show. I think she was.
She was the voice. She was the voiceover in Office, undercover Office Party. Tell you that much.
Which did get a reference in SNL 50, Mike.
It did.
When
Wow.
they were doing they did like a collage of or like a montage of commercial parodies, and the whole fucking time.
To be fair, Z shirts got more of a shout out than.
Wait, was Kristen Wiig there?
Yeah, you didn't see
Yeah,
any
she was.
sketches with Kristen Wiig in it?
No, but why didn't it's so weird that Bill Hader didn't go? I feel like that's like such a huge part of his career.
I mean, there were a lot of people that weren't there. I mean, Dan Aykroyd wasn't there.
No, he wasn't.
Bill Hader wasn't. I mean, at least it wasn't in any sketches. I don't know if he was there somewhere else.
Aykroyd was not there.
Yeah.
He put out a thing online that said, like, I watched with family.
Yeah.
We thought it was funny or whatever.
Thought it wasn't funny?
No. We thought it was funny. Like, good work, Lauren,
That's
or
a
something.
crazy thing to say.
With my family, we didn't think it was funny.
Um,
Kind of mid.
No, the only person that would have put that online was there. So
Oh,
Chevy
no,
Chase
Chevy wasn't there.
Was there. He was
I
there.
thought you were gonna. I was assuming Rob Schneider was going to be who you're talking about.
No, Rob Schneider was also there.
No, he was there. Yeah, didn't he sit right next to Al Sharpton?
Al Sharpton. Yeah. They did that on purpose. There's no.
Yeah. Oh, it's amazing.
Seating art was kind of crazy.
It was. Yeah. I mean, that room was crazy. Like there was so many people in that room.
It's wild.
They really loved cutting the camera to Jerry Seinfeld for some reason. They did it at the musical one on Friday too. Like they kept putting him on the screen. There was at least 2 sketches with Kristen Wiig though. She was in the first sketch.
Yeah, she was in the first sketch.
She was also in the Mulaney sketch.
Yes, she was. She was the Green M&M.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Which also had Jenna Ortega and Kevin Costner in the sketch.
Oh, and I couldn't we were trying to figure it out.
They weren't really in the sketch. They just like they were sitting next to each other in the crowd, and so
I saw that when they were like reaching over and yeah.
We were trying to figure out at least I think maybe Jenna too, but Kevin Costner looked like he was mad, like he was not enjoying being a part of that.
I feel like they probably didn't tell them, and then they were just acting like themselves. So like at one point I couldn't tell if like Kristen Wiig was actually trying to make them kiss or like, and they didn't know that like. Because at one point he's like, "Hey, stop, Kristen, stop!"
They do kiss though.
They do, because they're committed to their craft. I respect them.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. We don't have to talk about it too much longer. But what was your like overall feeling on that, Dom? Like, did you enjoy it, or it's a mixed bag for me?
Yeah, it was. I had a good time with it. It was like. I don't know. There was like other stuff that I would have liked to see. I don't know how much was planned that couldn't get done.
Yeah. Like
there were definitely sketches where I was watching it and was like, this was definitely thrown together last minute.
Yeah.
It seemed like the Brooklyn Girls, Mike Myers showing up in Brooklyn Girls.
Yep.
Brooklyn Girls is the name of that sketch, right?
Bronx
Coffee Talk?
Bronx Talk.
Yeah.
And then Mike Myers' Coffee Talk character coming in. I was like, this definitely feels like they did this because Mike showed up and it like felt like last minute. Like,
yeah,
it felt like they were stalling for time trying to get Mike in costume to like get out there.
Like maybe
so
they had a different guest that was going to come out.
Well, I'm wondering if they had planned to do like a Wayne's World sketch and then Dana couldn't show up or something, and they were like, all right, like let's see what else we can throw Mike in. Like,
yeah, there had to have been something like that because like Dana's been almost in every episode this season because he was playing Joe Biden, and then like he was doing other sketches there too. Like he did Church Lady one week, like he was doing other sketches, so it's not like he something must have came up because I was surprised when he didn't pop out at some point. And when it got so late in the episode, I was like, "Oh man, maybe Mike Myers isn't here."
He might not have been there for the beginning. Yeah. That's what I'm wondering is because it felt like the Miles Teller thing at the beginning of that sketch like didn't seem like it was running properly.
It seemed weird, yeah.
It
seemed like he didn't even know what the fuck was going on.
Yeah, yeah.
I don't know. Like I enjoyed a lot of it. I like SNL, and like I do like that they were able to like this seemed like a nightmare of a thing to try to like pull off, like a 3-hour episode of SNL with this many moving pieces and parts, and like I enjoyed it for what it was. I think it had some lows. I think it had some highs.
Fucking Domingo sketch.
I was gonna say it. I was just waiting.
Honestly, I liked the monologue. I think Steve Martin fucking killed it. I thought it was a funny monologue.
I didn't have any problems with it. It made sense to have Steve do it.
Yeah, I liked that first sketch with Robert Goulet, and then I don't know if the Kristen Wiig character has a name. I don't know if that like.
She does have a name.
Yeah.
And
yeah, I don't know. But
you know the character, the one with little hands.
Yeah.
Mike.
Oh, that one. Yeah, I don't know what her name is.
I can't. Yeah, I can't hear her doing it in my head.
Like I like that sketch for what it was. I kind of wish they did a little bit more of that. I feel like it would have been a better way to like utilize more eras and more people that were there. I mean, it also could have been there could have been plenty of people that just didn't want to be on the show.
I liked the idea of that sketch where they were like combining.
Yeah.
Like they combined Fred Armisen's Frank Welk with Robert Goulet with that character. Like that's a cool idea.
Fred Armisen's part was there too.
Yeah.
When they're popping the bubbles at the end is so funny.
It's like a cool idea that they like combined 3 like characters. It just like didn't like it wasn't a good sketch.
It was okay. I mean, I laughed. I had a good time. I don't know if I'll ever watch it again, but
yeah. I don't know. She's just like playing Kim Kardashian's butt. Like,
yeah.
I don't know. This
is like, I saw a clip.
We've gone too far with the sketch. I didn't need this character back. Like,
yeah.
I don't know.
I feel like there were a few other sketches that I did enjoy. There were some other moments I liked for sure.
Eddie Murphy as Tracy Morgan.
That actually might have been the highlight for me. That was so. The fact that Tracy Morgan didn't break in that sketch is crazy to me.
The Fred Armisen in the question and answer thing is still the highlight for me. I cannot stop laughing at it.
Wait, why can't
I mean, great. The next time Kevin Spacey's here, I got it.
Oh my god!
I just love watching Jimmy Fallon in the background lose his shit.
That was a lot of those parts in that section with Tina and Amy were like I enjoyed a lot of that. Like the Ryan Reynolds one, like how you doing? Wait, what did you hear? Like I don't know. A lot of that shit was very funny. Zach Galifianakis with the fucking scarf on his head was very funny. Because like,
did you say the Eddie Murphy one? Because I kind of like that.
Eddie Murphy as Tracy Morgan.
It was amazing. Yeah. Honestly, they did the same thing. They brought back Tom Hanks as that character.
Yeah.
When they pulled Eddie off it, I was like, mistake. Like, just finish the sketch with Eddie there because it was incredible.
Did that one go into the prison sketch though?
I think that was a little bit later. I like
the prison sketch. The prison sketch was pretty good too.
Yeah. I mean, it was great to see like that cast of people together. Yeah. Like it was like Jason Sudeikis was very funny, but like Keenan, I feel like doesn't break a lot in sketches. He was struggling to keep it together.
Yeah. because he was watching. Because I think because Eddie Murphy couldn't keep it together. Like Keenan was like, I can't believe I'm standing next to Eddie Murphy and he can't keep it together. No.
I'm just surprised Eddie was in that many sketches.
Domingo was in that. Domingo was in that sketch.
Yeah, they needed Domingo in that sketch.
I like how Todd doesn't even have anything. Todd doesn't seem to have any problems with the.
Oh, I forgot that. Yeah,
he hates.
I don't even remember
Domingo.
Yeah,
I
forgot that cast member was in that sketch.
I liked what they did with the Domingo. I mean, it seems like that's the end of the Domingo sketches. After that, like it seems like that's the bookend.
Yeah,
but like I liked that. Like, fucking Andy comes out with all of them, and he's like, "We're the fucking the doormats." No, we're the doormats or whatever the fuck they called them.
Oh yeah.
I will say, when it aired, I was like I was pumped we got a new Lonely Island. I wasn't like, it was okay, but I've watched that more than once since then, and I like it more now. Watching it.
The anxiety thing, or
the anxiety, the song, the Lonely Island song, the digital short.
The Mulaney sketch is one of the highlights too.
Mulaney's always a goat.
I was like that.
Yeah, it was good. The Chad thing, I'm not a Chad guy. I could have done without that sketch.
I don't know.
What's Chad?
I thought
I
it
don't
was
know.
kind of funny.
Yeah,
I
but
don't think
I
it's-
laughed, but like I don't know. It's like for all the things that we're like here we can possibly do. It's
I
like
think
the
Chad's
sketch.
funny.
I don't
I
think he's
kinda
not
like
funny,
Chad.
but it's just like,
No.
oh man, like
I
we
just
could have did so many
thought it
other
was funny
things.
because they were like, all right, like we're gonna have this sentimental piece with Lorraine Newman, and then it was just like, all right, let's bring in Chad.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
I like people hate on Pete Davidson, but I like
think
Pete
Pete
Davidson. I think he's funny.
Yeah, I think he's funny.
He's fine.
Um,
I just like
he
King of
showed
Staten
up.
Island.
He showed up more in this episode than he did in like seasons worth of SNL.
Right.
I thought it was good overall. I had a good time.
Yeah, I liked the in memoriam to like sketches.
The in memoriam to like stuff we can't do anymore.
Yes.
Sure, I don't know.
I mean, I don't know. Because like it started off, I'm like, oh yeah, some people have passed away, and then he's like, these are sketches that we can't do anymore. Racism, inappropriate content. Like, they just showed it Diddy. They're like, can't do that anymore.
They did not show Kevin Spacey though, right?
I don't know.
I think they did. I think he was in that sketch in that role.
And then, yeah, even in Mulaney's sketch, he's like, throughout the whole history of SNL, we've only had 2 murderers. Pretty good.
The fucking the part of the Mulaney sketch where what's his face sings fucking Hakuna Matata.
That was real good.
So ridiculous. And then I feel.
What about what's
like
her face? What's her face was doing the impression of the New York mayor. I can't even remember what his name is.
Giuliani.
Oh, Bloomberg.
Bloomberg, yeah.
Who's doing Bloomberg? He's like solid impression.
What a great impression.
I feel
Dude,
like
this guy's dying laughing.
When Mulaney said like Disney's gonna love that, I feel like that wasn't in the sketch. He just fucking said it. Oh man, I love Mulaney.
Yeah. All in all, it was the parts I saw were good.
Yeah.
I would say overall it was like it was a plus.
It was a positive for me. I mean, I also really liked the music special. I went back and watched the whole thing because I only saw clips of it, and I had a really good time. I enjoyed my time with it. Like
I
liked on the music.
I liked most of the music from the weekend, even like the musical guests for like the quote unquote episode.
Yeah.
Like I think who was the big opening?
It was Sabrina.
Oh, it was
Carpenter
Sabrina Carpenter and
Todd's
Paul
dad.
Simon.
Yeah. And Lil Wayne. There must have been a third act.
Miley Cyrus and
and Britney,
the
Britney,
singer from Alabama Shakes. I can't remember what her name.
I think it's Britney something.
Singer from what?
Alabama Shakes.
Oh yeah. I don't know her name.
It's Britney something. Yeah,
it was good though.
They performed together on the music special too. Todd, you'd probably like the music special.
Did they?
Yeah,
I missed that.
They performed together. Yeah. But the music special, Todd, is like it's just a lot of musicians like just coming out and doing music, and in between there might be some like SNL cast member doing a bit, but it's mostly music.
If you guys didn't even talk about this, I would have never even known this was a thing. I had no idea this was even happening.
Honestly, I've been telling this to Mike. I don't know if I brought it up on the podcast. There are some SNL 50 specials on Peacock that are fucking fantastic. There's a whole special on music that is really good. Like, I really enjoyed it. It's like fucking 2 hours long. And then there's another set, I think it's 4 episodes, and they're all like an hour long. And I enjoyed those too. It was like one episode is on like the writing process for like a week in the life. Like it's like different parts of what make SNL a thing. And I really enjoyed it. One of the episodes is like about quote unquote the greatest sketch of all time, and it's just a full episode documentary about the cowbell sketch, which was enjoyable. Like it's a good like little deep dive on certain aspects of
I don't know if that's the greatest sketch of all time.
Yeah, I wouldn't say that's the greatest sketch. That's up there.
I don't think it is either, but they did go in on it. So, but the music one is great. Honestly, even if you don't want to watch the music one, I would watch the music one just because the intro to that part of that documentary is like a super cut of musical performances that they're weaving together to like make a mashup. It's nice. It's like it's very I don't know. There's music is so important to SNL, and I feel like a lot of people don't maybe always think of that. And like that whole documentary is like, this is how important music is to, you know, not just SNL but comedy in general. And it's a good special. I enjoyed it.
The music thing from this past weekend was good though, Todd.
Yeah,
There was
like
performances in it.
Oh, just what you were just talking about?
The one from this past weekend where they just brought back a bunch of people
Musical
that had
acts,
performed on
yeah.
SNL.
Uh,
And like for some of them, it was just like one of them was the dude from Talking Heads and Robin played together.
Oh, weird. Okay.
yeah,
And
yeah.
then,
There's some cool mashups. Fred Armisen played the drums for Devo. I think he played the drums for someone else too. Fucking Todd's people, Rock Lobster, B-52s.
Oh yeah, B-52s.
Hell yeah.
But
Backstreet Boys came out and fucking killed.
they did.
The whole fucking crowd was
went
in
nuts. They went fucking nuts.
They what's his face went out into the crowd with a mic and Jerry Seinfeld sang part of the song.
I told you they for some reason they just kept going to fucking Jerry. Paul Rudd was at like the front and he was fucking dancing all night long. He was having a blast. Him and Pedro.
That was gonna be my background for today, and then I was gonna do a Biff lifting and I couldn't find any good ones. I'm trying to think of other good performances from that.
I thought Miley and Britney were good there. I forget what song they did. I mean, people went nuts for Cher.
Yeah, Cher.
I mean, big deal performance because she doesn't really do anything. But Lauryn Hill came out with Wyclef.
Yep.
So she does still perform. Good for her.
She came out 2 hours later after.
Was there any other rap? I mean, there's the Lonely Island medley, which that's low hanging.
The Lonely Island thing was fucking yeah. That was great.
Yeah, I mean, Todd, if you haven't seen the Lonely Island thing, you should watch that because like some of the other musicians that cameo in that, like when the
Eddie
boat
Vedder?
okay, Mike, we shouldn't have said that, but
No.
I didn't hear him.
oh yeah, okay. Well, when that person came out, Jen lost their fucking mind because they were like, wait, what? But yeah, Pearl. Eddie Vedder also he did covers, right? He didn't play Pearl Jam music, or maybe he did both. He covered something.
I must have fallen asleep at some point because I don't remember Eddie Vedder coming out either.
He did. Fuck. I'm pretty sure he did covers.
Captain Jack Sparrow.
Mike, again, wrong thing.
That was
What
a
are we
little
talking
ago.
about?
Eddie Vedder had like his own set with the
Oh.
Roots. Yes, I'm pretty sure he
Okay.
covered
I didn't
music.
watch
I don't know if he did Pearl Jam music. What did you think of Nirvana? I don't have a reference point for that because I don't like.
I think Post is great at singing Nirvana songs. So,
Did you know that they did that, Todd?
I think I saw something about that.
Yeah.
I don't mind Post Malone. I just don't fucking. I'm
Yeah.
not like. I'm kind of impartial to him.
Jen liked it. Jen thought he was like good at being.
yeah, he's good. He's
Cool.
good at that
Yeah.
energy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What Nirvana songs did he sing?
Did you see? They did "Smells Like Teen Spirit." Did you see any of his thing from the COVID lockdown? They did like a whole Nirvana.
Yeah, I saw that. That was good. Yeah,
Yeah.
I saw some of that. Yeah.
R.I.P.
Wait, was Dave Grohl on drums?
Yeah, no, they had
Oh.
Nirvana out there, and Post Malone
Oh.
was singing.
That's because Dave Grohl hasn't done much since he's been like caught to have.
Oh,
like,
that
a
whole
baby and
thing
stuff.
with his wife. And
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, Dave Grohl's like a big SNL thing. I mean, they had a lot of there were a lot of problematic people that were at these things. I mean,
Yeah, I mean,
there's a lot of people there. At one
I mean,
point, Chevy,
Seinfeld was there.
yeah, Chevy Chase was there. I mean, Chevy tried to during the music thing. I don't know if you caught this, Don,
There's
but during the music
there's
thing,
Pedro.
oh, I did see that actually. Yeah.
Chevy tried to go up on stage,
Oh, really?
and
I saw-
Jimmy like handled it. I think in like a very like easy way to like get him to not come up on stage. He like he's like, Chevy, man, none of us would be here without you, man. Thanks. Yeah. Like try to like get it to turn into like a we're clapping for you. Don't fucking walk up on the stage. We're not giving you the microphone.
Was Chevy in any skits?
No.
No.
They did. He
was
was sitting
there.
front row though,
Yeah.
and he was sitting right in the front.
Yeah.
And they acknowledged his presence more than once.
Yeah. I don't know. It was good. I mean,
I don't consider Chevy Chase like I know a lot of people
He's-
think
He's first season.
He's necessary for SNL.
Yes,
He's
but like he's
a
not like if
necessary
he would.
piece of SNL history.
Yeah,
but he's
I
not
get
one
it.
of my favorites.
No, yeah, me either.
Anyways, I meant to bring up SNL to like quickly chat about it, turn it into a whole thing, which is fine. Whatever. I mean, it's it's all relative. I'll just quickly say, aside from Severance, this week has been a fucking disaster for me. The only thing I've been playing is trying to finish Metaphor. I am so close. I am like right at the end of this game now. So I won't say more about it. I will talk about it on the next time we talk about video games because I will be done with the game by then. Todd, what have you been playing?
Cyberpunk. That's it.
No, you've been playing Avowed. But talk about Cyberpunk, you fucking weirdo.
No. I've been playing Avowed. I fucking love it. It is. I'm so annoyed with like the discourse on this game online, like where I just have to remove myself from online.
I haven't been looking at any of that.
Dude, it's like NPCs don't walk around. The fire effects aren't as good as fucking Skyrim from fucking 15 years ago. And it's like, this game is giving me everything that I need and want in an RPG because it's like straightforward. I don't have to play this game for fucking 80 hours and grind. Combat's awesome, but it's fucking. I'm on normal and it's really challenging. I'm having kind of a hard time. And story, like I wasn't too. I was kind of whatever on the story, but I'm kind of actually enjoying the story a little bit right now. But I think like that might be the weakest part of it for me. But yeah, overall, I'm enjoying it. I think it's pretty damn good. I'm just hoping I can finish it before next Friday.
You won't.
Friday.
You just fucking started Cyberpunk again.
I might
I
have
did
said Severance spoiled for me.
Oh god, don't
You
say
had Severance
anything.
spoiled for you?
I might have, yeah.
Text me what you saw.
Guys,
why?
stop talking
I'm
about
just
something
curious.
right
I
now.
just want to curious what you saw. I mean, I can confirm if you want, if it's actually a spoiler for you.
Oh, spoilers.
Severance is
Yo,
so
people
good. Todd, you Todd, you need to fucking wake up. You need to fucking get your shit together. You need to stop
I gotta
playing
finish Cobra
Cyberpunk.
Kai first.
Bro, no, you
I gotta
don't. You need to
fucking-
fucking watch Severance.
I don't know, man. I watched that clip. I think you should finish Cobra Kai.
I will. I'm going to. Well, honestly, though, Cobra Kai. So, how long is Severance episodes?
40,
The hour or a half
7
hour?
minutes? Yeah, 50
What is it?
minutes. 50 minutes. 50
God damn,
whatever.
it's the hour. God damn. Because like with Cobra Kai, I can get through like 4 episodes in a night.
You're good, dumb. You're good.
Oh, okay. I need to stop scrolling.
Yeah,
because, like,
I wouldn't.
keep
I
seeing
wouldn't.
Severance.
I
so
wouldn't.
annoying.
I definitely wouldn't look through the comments of that post because I'm sure there will be more actual context. But
Well, I just saw,
that is
like,
not a thing.
I just saw
Do you know-
like a love triangle too. So like now I just need to get off the internet.
Yeah, you need
until I watch the
to stay away.
I
You
had
need
to
stay
block someone I follow on Blue Sky, and I don't go on Blue Sky that much really because they were like literally detailed talks about the episode, and I was like, all right, what are we doing here? I was like,
It's
I mean,
not.
like,
Yeah, when
it's
they-
like,
yeah, whatever.
every
It's
time I was
not
like, what the
new.
fuck? Like,
But
yeah,
what's
it's
up?
not
Why
new.
you even click on a Severance post? You don't watch the show. What is it doing to you to watch what? Click
no,
on a Severance post?
I wasn't clicking on a post. It was someone just like the person I followed was literally like just put a paragraph. I was like started reading the paragraph. And I'm like, whoa, what do you mean? Like, why are you writing this right now? It was like right after like an episode, and I was like, okay. I don't ever go on Blue Sky though, so it's like.
Yeah,
To be
but
fair, I watched the Captain America post-credit scene before the movie even released. So.
I always do with the post-credit scenes. I never care about those things anymore because they're never like we talked about this last week. I was proven right once again that there's not even like more than 3 good post-credit
we
scenes.
don't need it. We don't need it. We didn't. We also didn't talk about it last week. We talked about it while we were playing Fortnite for like a fucking hour.
All right, let's do it. Let's rank it right now.
No, we're not.
Yep.
Maybe
On
another
the
night,
podcast.
another podcast. We can absolutely do that, but not tonight. Yeah,
Yeah, but
you're
Avowed's good.
both fucking up. You need to watch Severance. It is continuing down its path of being a masterpiece of a show, a much watched television.
Well, Mike, you should just skip it.
Yeah, Mike.
Yeah.
Mike, you would hate it. Todd, you need to watch it.
Yeah, I feel you guys don't understand. There are shows that I want to watch regardless of your opinion. Severance is one of those shows. Whether or not you like try and trick me into watching it, I want to watch it. I just
I
haven't
know.
watched it yet.
I gotta watch
I'm
Invincible.
aware.
Invincible's new season came on too. Have you guys watched Invincible or no?
I've been watching
I'm not
clips.
current.
I've been watching clips. I have no idea
Oh.
what's going on.
You guys need to just like buckle down and start doing the things you want to do. You know what I'm saying? Like you're like
I'm doing the half-hour shows. I can't now that you told me Severance is 15 minutes. I don't even know if I'm ever gonna watch it now.
You're crazy. You are absolutely losing your marbles because it is what HBO shows wish they were now. I don't know what that means.
Yeah.
I just feel like people
No,
used to.
I think that
I feel like
makes sense.
HBO used to
Yeah,
be like
HBO was
prestige
king.
television,
Yeah.
and I
Really
think,
said with your whole chest, and you're like, I don't know what that means.
well, I don't want to disparage because there's good stuff on HBO still. I just
Is there though?
yes, I think so. I mean,
Penguin, which I still need to watch.
Everyone wants to do.
I mean, John Oliver, I think, is a goated show, but that's obviously a different type of show. But no, there's other stuff that is like current that people like. Is there something that I watch on HBO?
People like
there is.
Euphoria. I don't know.
Jen watched that show. I watched a little
This
bit of
was
that.
trash,
no
man.
fucking
Yeah.
thanks.
Yeah,
no
it's like, I have
fucking
no-
thanks.
I don't know.
It is. As actually, I cannot say more. But no
Yeah,
thanks.
don't.
Also, Drake is a producer of that show, and it's all underage girls getting naked. Like,
I was gonna say
Listen,
it's
I'm
like
not gonna throw the
it
baby out with
glorifies
the
like high school
bathwater. The
sex
show
and
was
shit.
good.
Like, yeah,
The
it's
show was
like-
good.
yeah.
no, the show.
I mean, the only thing I've seen in that show are clips of Sydney Sweeney. That's about it.
Listen, the show deals so much with like drug addiction and like drug problems, and it's like too much of that is like permeated in personal
in like
life
high
that
school
I've had to deal with.
shootouts
Yeah, it's
versus
just
SWAT
like
scenes and
no
shit.
thanks.
Like,
Like
it's
I'm all set. Like I don't personally
Oh,
need to
so this
deal with
is
any
like
of that.
grown up Degrassi. Okay, I get it now.
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah. Like hardcore
Oh.
growing up to Degrassi.
Yeah, it's I have too many people in my personal life that are like have similarities. I'm all set with watching.
Bro,
the show.
just say my name if you're gonna fucking be a dick. You don't have to fucking.
It's all about time.
I like
It's all about the
the
Garrets,
devil's
baby.
lettuce.
Top about the green.
Alex Van Aken in the chat said Scavenger's Reign. Is that an HBO show? I don't know what the fuck that is.
Yeah,
Oh, that was the animated show, right? I
don't
heard
fucking
good
know.
things about that show, but I think it got canceled. But I hear like it was a very good show that was not given the right time of day by HBO.
Oh, I've never even seen it. I'll have to check it out. Looks good.
I don't know. Alex
I gotta
said
get
it's a
HBO
Alex said
Max
it's a
back.
masterpiece. So there you go.
I gotta get
Looks
HBO
good.
Max. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. Todd's bringing up. It's a great one and done, even though it didn't get a second season. Damn, that sucks. Todd continually going back to Cyberpunk, and this was going to be a longer discussion on the podcast, but we're already getting to an hour, so I'm not going to.
I'm very confused. Is Alex is still there?
Yeah.
Because I'm on here and it says it's an HBO Max original. Where to watch Netflix?
I think it's one of those shows where it wasn't original and then HBO dropped it and like they were like
Sold
And
the
Netflix
rights.
picked it up.
Yeah.
Okay.
Netflix, yeah.
There's a lot of HBO stuff that's on Netflix. Like, I mean, Sex and the City, I think, is on Netflix, which is weird to me because I feel like that.
Yeah, but that show's like 30 years old at this point.
I know, but I feel like people would still fucking.
Scavenger's Reign came out in 2023.
That's true.
Yeah.
That's true. Netflix bought it and did nothing with it other than add it to the library. Yeah,
Gotcha. Okay.
that's unfortunate. I mean, sometimes not that it's for the best because you want more of a good thing, but like, I don't know, Netflix bought Arrested Development, and like that show was a show that got canceled and shouldn't have got canceled. The Netflix seasons are not the best. I mean, there's still some nuggets in there that I enjoy. I mean, I just really like those characters in that show, but you know, sometimes the dead things need to stay dead, I guess. I don't know.
Sometimes dead is better.
The new
I
HBO
didn't watch
show
that movie.
Common Side Effects is from the same studio as Scavenger's Reign.
Okay. That's
Yeah.
what we were talking about last week or 2 weeks ago.
Yeah, that's
is
what I wanted to
that's
watch.
the Mike Judge show?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. Anyways, the brief thing I was gonna mention since Todd's been continually is Corduroy is a Pearl Jam song, Dom, right?
Corduroy's probably.
Yeah, this is back to that. The other thing he did was he covered a Tom Petty song. I knew he did a cover. That's what I was trying to remember. That was Eddie Vedder, if that was not clear.
Oh, I also bought System Shock and started playing System Shock as well.
Of course, because you can't play anything new. You can only play old things. But that's kind of so my mentality going to tonight, and this was going to be a bigger topic, and then we talked way too long about SNL, so I'm going to punt the topic, but I'm going to still bring it up because I have a problem. I feel like we're almost end of February at this point, a week left of February, and The Waiting by Tom Petty is what he played. I feel
This
like
might be one of the worst episodes we've done in a while.
Wait, why? Why is it worse?
So it's like you have to listen for 10 minutes to like get a full story because we just keep like breaking the story into pieces.
And he sang like 3 seconds of Elvis Costello apparently. Listen, I'm just giving the updates. I feel like
that piece of like what did Eddie Vedder sing was from like 20 minutes ago.
Yeah, that's fine. People are still listening. It's like they tuned out.
I don't even know what you were going to say about Cyberpunk at this point. I've been like patiently waiting for. Like,
I'm getting there. It's still right on the tip. It's on the tip, and I keep getting interrupted by text messages and fucking Stadler and Waldorf over here. That's pretty good, Mike. The thing I've been thinking about, Alex Vinnick in the chat. I've got Subway Surfers on the other screen, so don't worry.
The youths these days.
The other thing that I've been thinking about, we're about to be 2 full months into the year, is I was going into this year with so much optimism about the things I wanted to play, both new and old, and like trying to set my schedule of like, all right, like these are some older things I want to play. Here's some like legacy stuff in my backlog that I want to get to this year. Let me pace some stuff out, looking at like what we know for stuff coming out in the first few months. Got to make space for this. Got to make space for Monster Hunter, this and whatever other stuff. And we're fucking almost 2 full months into the year, and all I've fucking played is I finished Zelda because I was
haven't finished the game this year yet.
I've had half of that to finish, and I finished Zelda in January, and then everything else in my life has been so busy and chaotic. I've barely had time to play games, and I'm just like inching towards the end of Metaphor, and I'm looking at fucking today, and I'm just sitting there, and I'm like, I'm not going to finish Metaphor tonight. I still have that much more to go at the end of this game. Monster Hunter's next week. Pirate Yakuza came out this week. Rift of the Necrodancer came out like 2 weeks ago, and I'm just like, the only other game I've played this year is Afterlove EP, which came out this year, and I played that at the beginning of the month, and it's like, am I fucked? Am I about to like not be prepared?
What are you saying? Are you saying you're gonna play Cyberpunk now? Is that what you're getting to?
Cyberpunk was on my list, and it's like I'm looking at like we're in a constant state of there's too many fucking games, and there's so many games I still want to play, and I'm like I just dropped the ball already because I had like a nice like plan. Last year started off strong. Part of it was forced for reviews. Like I was cruising through big games.
I beat 24 games last year. That's like that for me. That's fucking insane. Yeah.
But like last year, I was cruising between new and old. Like I was knocking them down. I finished like a Dragon 8 or whatever Infinite Wealth, Rebirth, Unicorn Overlord, plus other stuff in between, and I just kept keeping that momentum going through the year. And then this year pops around. Avowed is this week, and I can't even touch Avowed yet because I'm still playing Metaphor, and it's like I won't let myself do anything else until I finish Metaphor, unless something review-wise popped up like Afterlove, and I'm just like, I don't know, like Civ's fucking 7 came out, and it's like I kind of wanted to dabble in that, but like it's like it can't even be on my radar right now because
it's a broken mess right now, so don't bother with it yet.
Do
you know how much time I put into Cyberpunk?
Too much time. But
24. Listen. 24 days.
You're such a liar.
8 hours and 43 minutes. No, I'm dead serious.
No,
dead serious.
It's the same thing with your Overwatch numbers. Your Overwatch numbers are bumped a little bit because you fucking go for smokies. You fall asleep on the couch. All this
I have
shit.
edibles now. I have edibles and shit. I shut my shit off at like.
Asleep.
I don't fall asleep playing video games ever. No, honestly, Amanda will be here any second. I'll have her fucking vouch for me.
You are such a liar.
I go to bed. I have to.
The last like 4 episodes of the podcast, Dom ends up getting off. The 3 of us are still in there. You're on Xbox because you're in the call on Xbox. You definitely fall asleep. Me and Mike.
No, I just stop playing Fortnite and play something different.
Yeah, but
I just fucking shut up. I'm playing Cyberpunk.
But that's the thing is you like Mike and I will end up being gone at 1 a.m. And then I'll look at Discord later, and you're still on Xbox in the fucking chat.
It's because I leave it on this computer.
No, it's connected to Xbox. It has the Xbox symbol. So
I don't usually leave my Xbox on at all.
Xbox on. No,
I definitely don't.
You don't leave it on unless you fall asleep while you're playing.
Exactly.
I mean, I've beaten the game full playthroughs.
Fall asleep.
I've beaten the game full playthroughs 5 times, and I put 160 hours into the fucking last playthrough I just did. I fucking did every single thing on the map you could do. Fucking everything.
Anyways, anyone else got anything else to talk about before we wrap things up? Because we
No.
didn't do anything. Anyways, before we go over the scoreboard and play the game, thank you all so much for listening to this week's episode. I'm looking down because I'm looking for the scoreboard. We appreciate you. If you are a friend of the show, fan of the show, you want to support the show, a bunch of ways to do that. But the easiest way to do that, the freest way to do that, is to just leave us a quick 5-star review wherever you listen to the show, whether it's Apple Podcasts, Spotify, wherever you listen to the show. Leave us a quick 5-star review. It's super helpful in helping us continue to grow the show. If you have bucks kicking around, you want to support us, tons of ways to do that. You can just go to passthecontroller.io where you can get linked out to everything we do, whether it's other ways to support us monetarily, whether it's you want to see cocktail recipes or watch cocktail recipes or written reviews or other things that we do. All that stuff can be found at passthecontroller.io. If you are an audio listener, which most of you are out there, as a reminder, we do record the show live every week at twitch.tv/passcontroller. And if you can't catch the live show, no sweat. Just go to youtube.com and type in Pass the Controller Podcast, and we will pop up over there so you can catch it whenever is convenient for you. But before we wrap things up, as we do at the end of every episode, we play a game. And the scoreboard for the year so far has Todd in first with 10 points, Mike in second with 6 points, and Dom in third with 5 big boy points.
Bizarro World.
We are in Bizarro World. Dom is the back-to-back 3-year in a row champ? Or 2?
Two, I think. I don't know. I don't know. Actually, I don't remember.
3.
Is it 3?
I think it is 3.
so.
I think Dom's got that crown, baby.
Been doing this nonsense for 3 years.
I was gonna say.
I think we've been doing it for longer than that. I don't know if we've been keeping track of it the same, but well, Mike is not in last place, so I'm not going to ask Mike this question. I'm going to say that we're playing a game called Gaming the Meta, and the way this game works is I pick 3 games. We go off of the most reviewed platform off Metacritic. Whoever gets the closest to the score gets the point. If anyone gets a bullseye, they get 2 double big boy points. Because Dom's in last, Dom, why don't you kick me a year?
2011.
Okay. We get the old 2011 joints. Let's see what we got.
I was gonna pick 2020. I was hoping you're just gonna throw Animal Crossing in there.
Let's see. What's a good 2011 pull here? Let's take a peek. Let's take a little sneaky peek. Okay, I like that. Let's start there. Released on November 13th. Whoops, what is this? November 13th, 2011. This 3DS exclusive, Super Mario 3D Land.
Ooh.
Ugh.
That's 3. I heard 3DS, but that's like one of my favorite.
You're a fucking clown. You have like such garbage taste. Like you're off the wall. Let's start here. Super Mario 3D Land. It's an exclusive, so we're going off the 3DS reviews, of course. What do we think? We'll start with first place. Todd, what do you think?
Super Mario 3D Land. I love that game. I feel like that game was well received. I'm gonna go with a 93.
Fuck you! I was gonna pick 93.
You still can, Mike. You still can.
Yeah. I might have hit the bullseye straight out the gate.
It just means if you're wrong and Dom gets it right, then it's easier for Dom to get a point here.
I understand how the game works.
Okay. Well, Mike, what are you gonna do?
I picked 94.
Okay.
Bro, come on, dude.
What you thinking, Dom? Super Mario 3D Land. We got a 93 from Todd, a 94 from Mike. 2011 exclusive.
Fuck it, 92.
92.
That's what I would have
Lock him
done.
in.
Well, Dom correctly chose to go under and is the closest with a 90.
Ooh, that's kind of low for that game. That game's a fucking great game.
I mean, listen, it's a Metacritic must play. I would agree. I think it's amazing. Alex Finnegan's at 86. Incorrect. Dom was still closer.
Womp womp.
Okay, this is another good one. We'll do this. Let me see. These ads are ridiculous. What is going on, Metacritic? What is going on?
Got to keep the lights on somehow.
Yeah.
Game number 2. This, oh my god, these ads are insane. It's like taking up half the page. This released also November, but on the 15th of 2011. This little Ubisoft gem is, of course, Rayman Origins. Released on multiple platforms, but has the most reviews on the Xbox 360. So we're going to go off of the Xbox 360 review score on Metacritic for Rayman.
That's not the Wii U one, is it? I mean, is it the one that came out on Wii U that we played a shit ton of?
It's the predecessor to that.
Oh, it's predecessor to that. Okay. I don't even know what that game is.
That game is called Rayman Legends, I believe.
Okay.
This game is called Rayman Origins. Xbox 360 review score, Mike. What are we thinking?
I don't know anything about this game.
So
I'm gonna say
you've at least played the sequel, Rayman Legends, at my house with.
I've played the sequel, but
Time Trials was.
For all I know, the original was like okay, and the sequel was like banger, or maybe the original.
Right, that's kind of where I'm at.
The sequel was kind of garbage, but I did like the sequel from what I remember, so I don't think it would be the latter. Unless this original game was so good. 85. I don't know.
Okay, Mike's gonna drop at 85.
Oh,
Tom, what are you thinking? Rayman Origins for the Xbox.
I was going to say 85, so I will say 86.
Oh, that's what I was gonna say. That was like right out the gate. That was gonna be my pick. Now I kind of want to pick it.
What are you thinking, Dom? Todd? What are you thinking, Todd?
I mean, 85, 86.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Part of me thinks it's going to be on the lower end of both of those.
Was one thing to do then.
I know. I'll do 84.
Okay. Let's see.
I was gonna do 87.
So the PC review Metacritic score is 86. Okay. The PS3 review Metacritic score, I don't know why I'm saying it that way, is 87. The 3DS, not too hot, 71. PlayStation Vita, 88.
Wow.
And the Wii, 92.
Oh,
so a little all over the place here. With an Xbox 360 review score on Metacritic of 87. Dom is the closest.
Wow, Todd, you really dropped the ball there.
Van Aken in the chat has a bullseye. So I'm going to start keeping track of chat points just as like a chat score. So the chat has 2 points this year because they got that big old bullseye. All right, where are we taking this home? You know what? I think this might be a good one. Okay. Yeah, I think this is a good one. Sticking with November, packed month. Released on November 20th, 2011. Wii exclusive. The Legend of Zelda Skyward Sword.
Crash game. Who's up?
It should be Dom first, I believe, this time, right?
I think so.
Yeah. I don't want to jinx you, Dom, but you are on the precipice of a sweepy sweep.
Yeah, but this is a tough one because it's a Zelda game.
Mm-hmm.
Right. Mm-hmm. Skyward Sword was the motion control one, right?
Yeah.
Twilight Princess was also motion control.
Okay.
But Skyward Sword was like the one where it was Wii exclusive, and it had to play it that way.
Yeah.
I want to say it's. Actually no. I think the Wii Motion Plus came out before that, but it was like I think you had to use the Wii Motion Plus to play this. I think.
I am in a range.
I have a number, and I'm gonna if someone says it, I'm still gonna say it.
I'm gonna go 89.
Okay. Todd, what are you thinking? Is it out of order? Am I doing it wrong?
I don't know.
Wait. So if Todd was last time, so maybe Mike was supposed to go first. Well, wherever. All right, Mike. What do you got?
Mike was supposed to go first last time, and he did.
Oh, okay. All right. So Todd is next.
It should be.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go 92.
Okay, 92. Mike, what you thinking?
Skyward Sword. Link.
I never played. It's like one of the only Zelda games I've never played. Skyward Sword. I think
One
it's
of
the
the
only
many
Zelda.
Zelda games I haven't played. So,
Mm-hmm.
in that regard, I will give it a 95.
Okay.
That seems too high.
I don't.
I feel like it could be a bullseye.
I've got no.
I don't know.
I've got no scale for these games. I have no idea what people like.
Well,
Give me a point. Give me a fucking point.
Alex Vanek in the chat dropping a hot 80 on Skyward Sword. Mike with a 95, Dom with an 89, and Todd with a 92. One person is the closest by 1 point. That person did not get a sweep. It is indeed Todd with a 93.
91? Oh,
93.
okay. Because my range was 87 to 91.
I'm not going to lie. I'm surprised that it's this high because I feel like
figured it was
people
low
didn't like
90s.
this game that much when it came out.
Yeah.
It's fucking Zelda, though. I feel like people.
No, I mean there are Zelda games that get, scores that I think are fitting, and I personally like Skyward Sword. I just feel like a lot of people were very vocal about not liking it. Motion controls aside, I think there was like some aggravating dungeon design, especially late game, that people were not fans of. Actually, maybe I don't know what I'm talking about because Tears 96, Breath of the Wild 97, Ocarina of Time 99.
Yeah, they're all 90s.
Wind Waker 96.
Well, Wind Waker's a fucking banger too. Cadence for Hyrule 85. The DLCs have 81 and 78, but like that's a fucking DLC. Ocarina of Time 3DS 94, Wind Waker 96, Wind Waker HD 90. Yeah, I mean anything below a 90 is Legend of Zelda: Link's Awakening. The remake for the Switch is an 87.
Link's Awakening's under a 90?
The remake for the
3D,
okay.
Yeah, that makes sense, actually. I was thinking of the 3DS one.
Though, Skyward Sword HD for the Switch, 81. So maybe some people didn't age well.
Because they brought it over and you still had to use
the
motion
same
controls.
Shit, yeah. Majora's Mask for the 3DS, 89. Echoes of Wisdom, 85. Twilight Princess HD, 86. What did original Twilight Princess have? 95. Spirit Tracks, 87. I mean, this is kind of killing us doing Zelda games anytime soon. For right. Games, I'm reading them all out loud, so I'm going to stop. But
don't worry, I wasn't even listening.
High 80s, low 90s is what I would have guessed
for most of them.
Any game that's not one of the big ones, anyways.
Yeah.
All right.
So let's see. Let's tally up the score for the evening. That'll give Dom 2 points. I'll give Todd 1 point. So there is a scoreboard shakeup a little bit. Todd still in first with 11. Dom now in second with 7. And Mike right behind him in third with 6 points. Chat scooping up a bullseye, putting the chat at 2 points for the year. But that'll do it for this week's episode 459. We appreciate you. We'll see you next time.